Abusua for your money now, Kwaba, and then it's exactly 4 minutes past 2 p.m. or US average memo, Saras Nagana memo is exactly 4 minutes past 7 p.m. our Ghana, Sabre, because every Ghana, if you man, our US average memo, Bakaj Median be to my Ako Sarah, so and then Yanamahura Babakahona in your contribution from Mahura. Of course, so now what you some Mahura appeal now 2025 and you're the appeal. A quick review of 2025. Now, so when you find what you're interested in, but of course, I would take media. I was video on Saturday to me. I can on our Facebook, Kofi Spotlight, Sarah, so YouTube, Kofi Spotlight, Instagram, Kofi Spotlight, Facebook, tweet, Kofi Spotlight, and Anethia Juman, or football and so page. So on Saturday to me, I can media. And then you have a drink more. Afro baby, and if you ever come in, na Asian promotion. And if you're saying,
He bought on also.
Radia Dumno Mompa, boy, and associate a town for na Brenner. Okay. And now what you I'm a couple of days now 2025 about 27, so approximately like 4 days. Then 2025 now 2025 there's a lot of things that happen in 2025. You better a quick review, but before that, and there are a few topics I didn't find. We'll quickly go into the current updates of Lumba, the Bushia for your money in Samahu AP, and then quickly we'll also come back to the house. Our Muslims, seconds 9 and 10, see, but I see. I want to say, our Masalachi, because that's a place, for a friend, a holy place. Some say almost a moon fasicani at the uncle, but in this day, you know. Umanya kwan e de second akwa kwatwe second ne ade nyina wo ho afese ni pensia won ahwere won kra enam electricity akoso e washan asantema mu e be hesa nsem nyina ne atwetwetwe nkomanda na bi na wotwi ene ma ko say bronya we bronya na na so we bronya na atwe bronya na fa
baby bronya we dey me magimani ana me akasa no every year bia bronya dey me fa nya kwadro because me man back 25th December, you know. It was 25th, so it was a good year. But they you know. Anna Maniaje, yeah, you know. Honestly, I will tell you that this December there. My enjoy. My enjoy manabro so my opportunity and I for I could share baby at say. Yeah. Because this year one of the difficult years in my life. Yes, in my life, year be a stubborn me who be sad. It is I don't like to come with never see a journey. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things has happened this year.
Very bad. Year. Very bad.
A lot of prominent people has passed on this year. Just share. People has lost a lot of things this year. Never be brave. They say that's what you have to. Somebody from the nature say, we must appreciate what the Lord has done. Also, but review before I review quickly. Matse a quick update about Afa Lumba, the Busiano Lady Bia Waba out with a message concerning say the two people are almost threatening. What is allegedly alleged, say nipa me be threatening because of the sea with you sensitivity, you know, not of you be now. Answer no na what will be there.
If a buy a check, a buy say you can say Lumba new no sabe and yakwa and ya normal no a check, but a fena who's a maybe ye be can wa here say I say you see any we are and Ebeko for Manase, Bibia to be trapped. Emma Becca say in trap because still are a Fabianti Omoase and a Lumba, a corner cratchy. But who share a choir one more fast who see a Lumba. Now share said here, Nipper be earlier on a show say Omudo Lumba, but Lumba woo yano. Nafe, it be most air pequan. A fast Lumba we na say omunte de ekoso Emma who say Ghana pu be nana omondo Lumba e just nenwum ne keke enana omo eden enjoy but nipa duana kasana no ye Lumba na Ghana pu be mpena say because so to be asema na asem tuna ubeboa yenya justice at the amani pakron.
Yeah,
Lumba wufu frono. Parliament eji assembly or kama. So omo hwene nyumo a watu ni adia omo for say e was a man state barrier. Ampa na eye ahokeka niema ka Ghana for ina na ki ye share them say betimi ade pensa. But unfortunately there was a lifestyle about Lumba some of us we were not able to know until his death. And Jam said, and no ebasa and my parliament for night to triumph kakra. But not coming him say that is not what they should have at least handle the issue because by a national figure now the impact Lumba show in the life of Ghana for no. So Uba now be any part bisronko bisea ediba bia na wonya busuafo nko ade your money na ejapade nti wo se oman no ade bi si a oman no tumi je na omo de si ho ehhehye ne yie se de betime de asomdua ba ne na enim se Lumba wo yere mienu anti so wuye ena ma no mienu epie we se me oyamikunu we so oyamikunu nti kade na efese ade bi si no ebianka vice president of Ghana or your bar. And I am first lady so your bar. Nanka BBC yaba. Nanka mami fue mi no betimi afre man mi no. Oh, yate se maye iga se mu ina mo pese mu gina se mo na mo ye leader anasa mo ye okwante kro e wo widow a mo ba be nim. We de besra mo ye ma mu nya abotre na mo ntiase na mo mi no mo nye na nye fe because mu mienu ina obi a show ne part and as obi a exhibiting a part e wo Lumba brabo mti we de ye besre ma me a wa brochire una odi kan ejeje no obetna fi so bi so ono so ye de eso ne mo jeje no ne wo ma ono so wo ma we de besre monka makoma ye de entum yem na ye nyina ye nye baako ye nye yie no as a nation ye crowd ye bra na chi na nye fe eno pa ho a. There was also another sister to Lumba who also raised questions. Say the demise of his her brother no, questionable because there were 3 or 4 different accounts that lead to the guy's exit. You know, or per se autopsy. The yeshwe mune no cre answer ne the brother be chef for ma. Na chef nka when na concern kebianka parliamentarians no be a speaker of the house cry a bit me afa oh ne sister also be raising autopsy issues be any honso no me no aba raise ye yenhwe mboa yenye autopsy ne so ma na fe wi ye na yenye baako ne de yensie Lumba omo de kwa himfie nyina just to get the real cause of niema bia omo fo say anko ye o papa no abraboma o de free atiasefo so ni na himfie omo anyamwa omo ko court omo anyamboa omo ko a friend say in penifo be bri hodi omo kudin kita ho bat Lumba ebusuane fa bi enya de emwa na muja ebusuana na afi ebusuapani Kofi Owusu no ye ebusuane tri no ede ade ne bo ne bo say obesie Lumba regardless of the obi abeka bia ampa so no osie Lumba enti uhwe de course na ema ohu fita say Lumba ni wo no enye kronjen niema bi ekoso na nipa bi pese omo ye de omo katakata so ena niema ekoso sesi a Ghana so clearly say the man was buried on the 6th of December, not the 13th as said to the public eye. No? Based on what they portrayed at his funeral, body edeba tu ayentumi ambieso, baby ekosie na yentini ama adofo NDH ankohwe ampe final respect. Me amfa anwan mu ne to ma Ghana fo ehu osofo amompa me use edi Lumba kwa akoto ano. Ni na raise clearly say there was an incident leading to the death and people want to cover people. If people are running a lot of information on social media, you need to establish the fact. But someone to me establish technical eye or security ideas ni nipa bi gina so miesie papa na munamuno mu ekire wo se bibi koso ekire clearly se bibi koso jomo hide bibi. That is why na kosie and ayesie na yama Ghana for be the opportunity to see the dead body even po crampo no say ye who dead body in pokra, ye cosie dia. Hence, I did Lumba, ye didn't be tomb, I didn't be corner. I was a group of people, including all the family. Edi etre, ni na ye ko esye ho. Na ye hu amona ye didn't tomb. Ye wi aya kovaso, ne na sign, FSC or abefi. And no na esi ewo Ghana o pia ye sie na sa na tie. Me am tie, se me to ne, ebusuafo okosie me a. Adofo be di etre akọ cemetery akọ hwe ba bi edem se eyade eye normal. Lumba Penny the only person wawu a abusua no efa ehun body no efa hu body no. We clearly said the man was killed. Said them krofoka me dey megidi because say bibi ansi sa e dey na si hu kwan say obi a yesi ye dono ye penasem ye gitum say ye dono. No be a raise question. Yeah, any other person say his own biological sister raised that question. Say based on the information she heard about the man's death, a questionable because a different accusations. Bako say Lumba will fear and an irridare no and almost says you don't call hospital. Bako also say Lumba will a human error near my course of hospital. And no my who say Bibi happy uncle for be edisian. Sisiama menu kasa is there's an audio about social media guy back on a boy, Freddy Sabato. Player. No your banner Castano banner chese or and a Lumba. The scene happen. But omoji or recording incident, omoji ni phone, essay phone that day na. After that, okweno. Roman father or alleges are any Captain Smart, a friend Tretino. And he said, true, dear. I don't understand him when you course on TikTok. Now you work Ghana. Now you work security system. You work cyber security in 24. No one to me inviting Crawford. We are a true shade you are bonting. Said near my course on was a foul play. It means they don't value Lumba anymore because he is dead. But a yanana Lumba or China. A member of parliament because you're Tigana and a member of parliament, JB Danka, and Suko Wee, Sao Fie, and also NDC MPP, Bianca Wansem. Lumba who yeno, MPP for so any NDC a carbon, AJ, a yeno, a support to one side. Ye see Lumba, useless a Ghana for, a legend, a musicians, a what Ghana, Crentimian Quaco perform on a yase. A sad, say. Obiewu na families ni yetu na yaje baako ensemo kantum na baako de sebe yetietie ni found so say ye ma okwa ma wontimi emma meden emmekere de yenye se obra no wawu yensie no nko dadi no nko home sebe efu a wawu de okohome wanpa corruption na e wo Ghana no it is too much and there are allegations cry say Lumba ewuo any sie no any niema bi ampanifo kata so nyina no NPP for share together with NDC accusations omo accuse ni say Afia Koto or your NPP ni Collins to Owusu man kwa ye NPP ni omo support Lumba Abusua Penny no omo ka ho bi eno pa ho a emidi atwa mu ye ho na eye akwa or the say Papa Shi evangelist be gina mu say or Kasama Lumba ni immediate family no. Ama for Ghana for born gui. So a problem to the entire family organization of the funeral. But then another person so from the NPP Ura Collins Owusu and so Amankwas Abejinamu Emma Abusua Penny no kasa I know the Ghana for who and from so be a one. But omo kasa ni push see Lumba enye Lumba ye yes anya Lumba concert in March in here. Nobody cares about what killed Lumba. And also the very vital information. Nini aba kosia brempomase mi hia. Yemfa kuna ntonche. Awari 10 20 cra enfo bia ho. Oyano anabrabo. But a kwan of fast who ye no. It is a Ghana for you who acquire Lumba fast who ye boniana. Lumba we there were close people who were always claiming someone need Lumba to say Cremoni Buta. Captain Smart Uncle Lumba ye. I didn't think Captain Smart Uncle Lumba ye. Because the course for Lumba do win Captain Smart will be our information about it. So what am here? One Lumba ye. I didn't say what am here, Uncle Lumba ye. You love a gateway a show to Lumba. Lumba show love to this girl on social media programs. I hold on any call. I didn't know Lumba bewu. Not say what am here into me Uncle Lumba ye. So what am here was the first person who broke the news on Lumba's FM station, DLFM. Meanwhile, she also working for another media network. I don't know Lumba win. One year announcement on the network, but to you Lumba network. DNT na Lumba we again uncle ye. Never be on ma Fifi Ghana for say my near the etic akra. Na yetimi so etien crophobia some more because enye wo no but ochida ebetimi aba ye wo. See ahwene yan so ano a nkrofo be kunkum nkrofo wo man mu pi obi abewu sa wo yare cancer whatever kra obewu but e wo see ehu cancer na ye wo niema etimi kun ebia wonya cancer but BP kra na kun through the cancer no enye cancer no. Those are the things we want to know. Amafo bebre your commentary on social media be say Lumba was having an argument with the wife, you know. And if you also on any girl no and answer wife for the Abusua for the tipio. The Abusua for also buy a boy in the course of me ye pata the Lumba TV in a tico ball. And Crawford come when you know on social media. If you didn't see IGP quite say obey invite your my social media throw in foot throw away a good Ghana for any IGP. Any or some George are we in charge of cyber cyber security would dear no an impen for you. We are communication director. And in Yama echoes of social media, yeah, a man for ye the day, a Lumba yenipa, Cassia nipa huna, Muina as a Massima son Sabe, a bua payo, and I say, Mati but my say, and famu. And I Lumba or Tina, a betimia baba you be. And I Yakosia Brumpama or Tina betimia gaku you be. Lumba was fine musician will be up and asem.
But yeah,
a man be
a quick one.
Huh?
Yeah, quick one. I will say, sir, area or say will be a Ghana and investigation are very slow. I think this is not the first time, right?
Yeah.
MPO the TNSO council will be a poison. But the question is that did they even do any investigation to know say you no clear, and I say just alleged, and I say just Bosimuka. So what share there's been a lot of people, even with MPs, share for the MPO. A home investigation because it's acquired to me. The neck call to call, finally, no, there was some type of a judgment. And this is not the first time a such thing has happened. So, me, obviously, I'm not surprised. BBC, however, also, now, Omani Free say maybe we'll have more serious issues to tackle, right? Or maybe they believe after all, almost maybe what else? It's their own family member. If Omungo for your official complaint, Emma police, right? And also Omungo so say if free said you see so we Anna why young brand you should call the person in question. I don't think they would definitely go and if they don't see anything, say it call for them to be able to do such an investigation. I don't think they will. And which obviously what's happening it's expected. So the McCarthy I say. Because when issues like this happen, say Abusua and take the initiative to go there and then lodge official complaints there. Mr. So and so is a suspect. The police wouldn't do anything, right?
But for your information, Matisse Abusua your official complaint, but up to now, no response. Since I am checking the Facebook page. One guy I could copy A+ that Lumba Wuyano, Mr. Sadio A+ page. As I repost on the pages here, I will say there is even a bigger news about his death. Let's more. We shall talk about that later. That was first time Lumba Wuyano. I know your statement A+ at the page. That was on the 6th of July Lumba di frame no. Enti no, Fifi said ya wokano as obi ewu a oman no mon care. But me the mechanic say ene eye obi o. Otena betimi aba abaye regardless so ye MP, we president, we whatever. Obi betimi asoro so na da kro so de ayede aba also wunya justice. Enti ne betimi aka.
Fifi, I have a question. Whose responsibility is it to do the autopsy? Who pays for it?
It's the family.
So
in the States, no, so normally in the States, once the person dies, they automatically request and ask you to approve it. If the family refuse, they wouldn't go ahead to do it. So they'll seek for your consent. This is the process we need to do. Even though they know that the person was sick, he or she, the person was sick before they passed in the state, but they will still give you the privilege to do it. When it comes to Ghana, and based on the circumstances around his death, according to there's a hospital.
Oba, okay.
Yeah, Oba. I think there's an echo from Oba. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oba, wait maybe to be on. I think say you were listening, you know. So in this case, based on the circumstance around his death, you know, I think the hospital came out say, "Oh, hospital they bring out that." However, Abusua Panyin is on my autopsy. Right? And we agree and he assigned. That's what you're saying. And then the other part of the family, which is his immediate uncle, and then the sister, and then some family members are also requesting for the autopsy. However, Abusua Panyin, the last time I listened to him, he said he doesn't have any problem with it. And also, there is autopsy on the ban papa no hold with the papa she that day it was papa she and Abusua Panyin. That's normally what happens. So who hospital they will always give you the option, say if you refuse, it will not happen. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I get it. Okay, then my other question is, why should the government step in place or come out to say anything in reference to him passing? For example, I think Anefi was mentioning saying the first lady and some parliamentarians should come out and say to the women to kind of, I don't understand why should it be a political affair. So
no, it shouldn't be.
You can clarify
it
that.
Shouldn't be. No, it shouldn't be. And as we start right now, the case is still at court, right? They still have the case at court, and they will go back January 15th. So until there's a judgment based on their submission or whatever they presented to the courts, we can't say much, right? Even though there's been a lot of rumors, there's been a lot of allegations concerning his death, what has happened, what has not happened. We don't have all the details, we don't have all the proof, but it's just what is out there. However, we will also want to make sure that we be a little bit careful because the case is still at court, right? They still have the case at court, and then they will definitely more or less until they go back to judgment. Because if not, a contempt, right? Because judgment crowns a court judgment, but so that's another part of the whole case, But if the family has not, in the first place, take the case to police station, say yes, into a moment they wouldn't do anything, right? Even if there's any allegation, let us say there's someone in the house who witnessed it. Why would that person go to the police station and allege, or go with the same family member to the police station? Go to the family member and tell them, hey, this is what happened. Let's go to the police station and allege or official complaint, and then they'll go for there. And I think this Lumba issue, if they don't take it out of court, I don't think it's going to end right now, because if you also remember, they are now going to fight for properties.
Yeah, some more.
It's not going to end right now. We wish not to talk about it, but the bottom line here is that it's not ending.
Yeah.
It's not ending because once they finish this, we are now going to deal with the second part, which is the properties, and which obviously there's going to be chaos again, because Akosia Sewa wouldn't agree for Odobroni to take the lion's share, and Odobroni also would not agree for Akosia Sewa to take the lion's share. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've lived with the man all my life, and you just came in a couple of years, you want to take more? Oh no, when the man is sick, I'm the one who's still living with him, and I'm the one who has suffered. I'm the one who's not been having a sleepless night for all these years. What do you take me for? I have kids with how many kids do you have with him? I have more kids, you have less kids. You know what I mean? So
it's going to be crazy. I think once the judgment comes out, we should all brace ourselves to really, really grab your popcorn for some show, because it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. But you know, needless to say, but I think said a man of his caliber, no. Again, I don't agree said they should kind of put his body, you know, for everyone and any who to come and see. I think it should be just the immediate family members who get to see the body, you know, in a casket, and it should be the will of the immediate body, the immediate family members to know exactly where he's going to be buried, just for privacy's sake. Do you understand? So, again, it's unfortunate.
So what's happening is, I think the reason why people are still talking is people are still talking because on the day of the funeral, Mr. Penny stated that Lumba stated that when he dies, they should cover his face, and nobody should come and say it.
That's a liar.
Hello?
That was a liar.
What kind of statement is that?
However,
I wasn't there.
A big lie.
However, I wasn't there. So I just have to go. But sometimes when you think about it, it doesn't make sense. But the question is, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense to me. It makes sense to them. You see the whole thing. That's what is happening right now. But hey, it is what it is. Lumba case, as I said, will not end right now until we're done with it.
Yep, it is what it is indeed, Fifi. It is what it is. Again, this should be a reminder and a rude awakening for all of us while we are still alive to have a living will, to have some kind of system set in place to somebody to do your power of attorney, you know. So this should be an example. You don't have to be abroad to have these things instilled. With me out Ghana and still have your will and things set in place. Do you understand? If honestly, Fifi, if also they had some kind of insurance system going on, say Adenaka, the first wife, had him insured in Germany, she wouldn't care about any of these assets in Ghana because she would have been okay. So again, this is a reminder for all of us here in the States, Europe. If you are looking for a financial advisor, I am a licensed financial advisor. So if you're looking for, you know, life insurance policy or any kind of death benefits and whatnot, you want to talk about it?
Sorry, now I was thinking of us doing a show like this, having someone to come in to talk about those kind of stuff, right? So it's good you brought it up. We might have to dedicate one of the show for it, and then we go from there. Yeah, it's very important.
Nothing. Oh, God, nobody on fire. Because she wouldn't care.
Who's that? No, the problem is everybody's going to be so some young women to a man who you are going to and I have one.
Is that true?
Who will? Was it? The man may present. I'm saying I don't know what I still
about checking work or no.
One mute.
Hey, I'll tell you about me too.
I don't have any other devices around me except for my phone, so I'm not sure where the echo is coming from.
So it could be if you open a YouTube or any of the platforms.
Okay, I will check. I'll close everything in the background. Okay.
It looks like somebody listening to the program on another
at the same time, yeah.
another
device.
either
A
YouTube
browser,
or
another
maybe
browser, something like that.
yeah.
Okay. So quickly, let's go
About
to.
it.
So no, so the point I'm trying to make, or not, yeah, say, my member say, it's still there. It's
I
still
think
there.
that I'll see if you hold.
There be me too about once I meet you, yeah, once I meet you, once I call.
Mute me.
Okay.
Mute me.
So almost because maybe it's not coming, so it's coming from a bus place.
Okay, Obaho.
Yeah. Once I mute it, because I already tried it, the music. Once it's come back, once I okay, so no, just that was just by the way we're saying. I was just saying that most of the members now currently not realizes so omo ye will now. Now man who know you omo ku omo tell no ma fa jafade no.
Oh, Samu.
That was just by the way.
Wait a
Okay, so
minute, the man better.
hey, I will show you to
I don't agree.
who insurance once they see the insurance take me $500,000 so why am I?
Interesting.
Okay, so let's quickly look into what just happened recently, a couple of days, concerning the mosques. Two or mosques, because one thing I know about the Muslim is that in terms of mosques, it's a holy place. They don't really take those things there. However, I've also talked to a Muslim and sometimes even when they're in the mosque, they still have the knife and those things on them. And this issue that happened between these two imam issues, simply because one has to, they needed one to be the leader as at that time, and now they appointed someone. And however, and what you know, inside of our attack, I treat two. Now, my point is say in Sanka, they don't really do such a thing to themselves, even though sometimes they have misunderstanding, but not to that level. Say struggling power, almost struggle power, and then, you know, they want to pull gun and then fight each other. And I vote to me gun. Okay, so my question is, in current days, you know, based on what just happened in Muslim. What do you think, say, it's actually going on in this area? Is it because of, say, the value of the Islam, you know, and go down, or just mere pressure and mere power people want, and then about how do we see?
Well, may I say, on this mosque incident, what was say? My young, sometimes bold and honest kakra.
Okay.
Ebano to trustema. Me fan say ye nuanom nkramofo no omo ye to transfer.
Okay.
I am being honest. Na ayana eye me ya say omo a ede mra ne hye omo sam no mku omo ho. O de yenko hwe ebim boku cry. Eye northness omo ho no mku omo ho. Eye omo ho ena omo ku omo ho. Yes, voter region. Yes, akonwa one be chief imam.
And American authority, they're looking for power. That's all about power.
So if
it's all about power,
we want to see, say, and answer your percent, yeah, ubi chief imam. I think, sir, I am not a structure. It is like akonwa yedi asante hine akonwa. One thing me want respect to asante amamu na say otumfo akonwa no. What is asante for kun akonwa ho da? Omonye a common sense.
Okay.
Ye na ya asante for. Omo believe this ye na ya asante for. Abusua we ena amamre mu na asa titimu no omo edi ade no. Enti ade no say abusua ade a eye ntoatoa so we wu a unwi na ote adwa so no ye nim se wu a maami we ba na beba bedi. Enti wu na 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 besi. No one to entry bia. Okwa mimi kroma chieftaincy issues into odan kru no enkonanim oho akonya no eye atefa ane frimpon manso na ADA sene frimpon manso ni na ADA no sisu na owu a e wo se next no ekwa atefa family atefa nso wu a e se ekọ frimpon manso ndika enka nyefe adan na atefa ewu na frimpon manso ebedi na ye manso but because of manso no of course me fi atefa side but say ye dish na wu na say edu frimpon manso for adan ye nja omo no mundi e de tokwa beba e fa tokwa mba enti Muslim for no say ekuwe ena wo so omo de hye aye chief imam na say emre no adu ana adu ni so adan na other party no try to prevent say yeah man nye it is only comes when ebia the obano or record be a bad say be a waku bi pen akoda afiase enema bi etia a wontimi fa nkoye sa di breno but apart from that no say ewo omo like omo time on there say we entimi and there almost to be cycle external ko you obi fufuro an ho eni boni bia na edna ba be de aba be di chief imam no moye nkramofo development our Ghana nkramofo na emobo pa omuna omunom sabi ensuo form together with in Panyin na Ghana yema mpani onya nkramoni she empanifo a abedi Ghana man so ministers no money ade anya nkramofo bebre if speaker of parliament abamba was nkramoni
he is still in
Muslim anti-Muslims no eye atitiriu a omo ina begu south na north ho entimi develop na kira wo say e kira wo say etutura samunti entokwanti obi a person ade papa betu akọ because mo ba ko asay no mo ba ko ade sika atutwa mo ho asay no nti entimi kosi bank ho emfa microphone gogo so mo nkoye adwuma yentimi kosi hotels papa bi ho yentimi kosi schools ho yentimi kosi hospitals papa ho because mo pentokwa enkramofo mo ya tuturafo mo nya ntokwa no na sabe enya mo nko na mo ye nipa hwe yakwa world Afghanistan enya enkramofo nko na gu mo kontokwa enkramofo nko it is uko Nigeria Boko Haram enya enkramofo nko what is the Christians no edi atuturasem ho it is high time of say kan okra che enkramofo no say omo ya tuturafo no mo nja ye na nipa baako Ghana, my best friend, Yakubu Abdusalam, he was a Muslim. Alhaji Lamin, Muslim. These two people, only a rich businessman, but only busy time and only business because only the come from one of my survival because of a to trust me or not for. It is a giant to Kwanekwa. Development now was south part of Ghana, no. North Benya, North can even get the best because you come north one more. Omo land I can see go free. Over start I congested. Omo land. Ebano say ye farming north Nenchie and Ponche and Koko no money adie. Excellent. And Katie Bayre excellent. Those are the cashews no money adie. Those are the things that cannot follow ebetimi aden. I am for Fasopama Ghana near the export akoton. You see, I call Nova. Omutimi call Burkina Faso crack tomatoes ban off in region. And to quite a muntimi year for review. Nenchie, any appointee, Omuko Burkina Faso, any Mali, no Makwakotodia Bagana, because Omutimi because of Unto.
And I said, and then you don't want a craft Burkina, tomatoes in United crack. It's not because of your Muntimi farm and all, but I think we don't have enough.
And Tokwa. Fifi say asumdie o man ni mu a e wo sa area ho a ebeboa voter region say you were nice you more nice place almost a crowd wo epokra voter region etika edie na e fe say ye beye ba ko ne ye begai chief imam position na sabi edid na enkra 40 as chief imam edi chief imam ya almost de respect
No,
amana
fight as
odia.
imam position almost fight.
Yes, imam position. Yeah, na imam position na more fight no. More fight no. Sabi. Nia edu ni so no edi atwaka na won hu ntia mompene se wo se wodi na mukotwetwetu kokumo. That is my problem. Edi atwaka say ye issues bi na say yempa. Enu nti ne ye National House of Chiefs no. Enkramofo mu betimi so ade masem akwa akoto no mahwe aka mam. Everything can be done through dialogue. Enye tuo ne sekan ne agyan. Ya bro sa de ne so. Enti mesro mampani mahama. We ni diem. Boko Uncle, Achiase. No uncle deploy a soldier for the watch. Achiase to Kwabi anyhow. Yen deploy Ghana soldier for yen from Kogu Boko. Yen from Kogu voter region. Because Achiase no Muguno. And to Kwabi and see Achiase is still region. This and to question order. And the military base cracker by your money if you Achiase no for Biko Bezi. If I say, voter region. And I say, yeah, northern region. Say the victim your master. Incident be bar. On by faster and a Ghana so you respect soldier for pound. Sa soldier for ye more cronima. Sa sabia to trust somebody in Ombeja. Kakra bet me a car found.
And everybody say, Obana Okana Dinkomo Afa Muslims are more cool because Nipa air fight to be an imam. And I'm a long line, a comma Nipa Bakon. A year as a togbe the affair of video finity our war a friend saying voter wajina tum and Zabri say Omaka control second oh mock so more fast a mass or them our homos abre but said African Muslims no and I said the northness in question I think so more we a little bit calm no are the people we are Christians or more mukwas was the northness and you nana Muslims. We have some of them that are Christians, right? Like
Yes.
typical example is our president. Or not saying of you not, but only a Christian. And those people are a little bit
Because you can be Muslim by culture and Muslim by religion. So I think that
yes.
culturally,
Yeah.
not really the
Yeah,
religion.
culturally, Yeah. And most of the times, Bibi Kakra, they either bring out the knife, a gun. First, look at it, second. But you see, I say, I'm advance, upgrade, they do upgrade. And I think it's true. Amana Ukoha, there's not a lot of development in that area. And we need it to be, I'm not sure. Maybe what are they saying could be the truth, right? It could be because there's so much chaos in that place. Bibi Kakra, no Marco. Why here, Mutoko Yashasi, Kufu Breso. Oma Kwa Nansiana, Emso Tumfo has just presented the piece to the president. I haven't read the details about it as to how I call any other, but why would such thing continue to go on and on and on and on? I will take it say.
I mean, it's rather unfortunate when we see some kind of disagreement between cultural groups in Ghana. It's really sad. Let's not forget that. I mean, this should not be bida. I mean, we see it among so many different, especially in other countries. We see them. Civil wars are always happening. Sometimes tribal wars are always happening. But I think Ghana has advanced we've come too far for this still should be going on, for this to be going on. We've gone too far. And I guess my question is, are there Susuntina? Because the richest people sometimes, the Muslims, right? There's a lot of them who are very rich. Are they well educated? There's some who are very, very educated as well. I think it would take them to really bring some kind of change within that cultural or that tribal issues that they're having. Because a lot of it also is illiteracy. Oh, if you see the Akan culture all the time, because mini madam for he's very well educated here. Wakodi hine wa Ghana. Wakacha the smaller chiefs na nasa him for no mshisha na nasa and say, Mamon ton sasi, mamunye say. All they care about what they will consume for today. They're not thinking about tomorrow. It's an assassin and when we talk about the North, I think it would take time. It's just education. It's rather unfortunate
is happening because of this Iman position, but it's just corruption. It's in our blood. I will not segregate and just be saying northerners, for I will not be like what Anafi is saying, but I'll just say it's just about a matter of education. It's rather unfortunate. It's sad. It's really sad, but we cannot assume so. No, for the yeah, no, more specific, and I said they're quick tempered. It's lack of education, and we need the president. BB saying no. Now I see the president stepping in, talking to them, making sure that they understand and comprehend what he's saying. Because a lot of people are illiterate, so they cannot really understand why there should not be a need for this type of behavior. Because I don't have much to say.
Yes, I think that Yabrano so content quickly. Let's look at a jar a tall as Antimemo Nipa Misia. It's very sad. And this is not the first time. This has been happening and happening over and over and over. America, a jet to it, America saying Ghana. But casualties are at Siwa, America, no lesser. A jet to America.
Why is
that? Winter crowd worse because I don't know whether because of the heat now. We better pay every blessed day baby shit. So Ghana the baby shit baby Ghana no one day at about every blessed day. What is so beneficial? One to crab to even just one video talking about other cities, and also the casualties are very less. But it's about Ghana. Say a just will be oh my God. Just an easy year the work will be you. Since any pension, they all gone.
You know what's so sad? This breaks my heart because there's small things I was saying. Yeah, you see, as the country is developing, no, so should our mindset and frame of minds. There's certain protocols. There's certain things that we need to put in place. I think, sir, the government needs to push money and funding that way. These are positions are those who are qualified to educate and to really hold people accountable. No, we need distinguisher, and then the fire truck or we have no. By the time
Ghana, we don't have fire truck. We don't have fire truck in Ghana.
But I've seen some kind of fire in so cranny.
Fire truck is never. Fire truck is never. Empty. I don't think we count it. We have it. I don't remember empty. We have it.
Yeah,
I didn't remember
how do we have fire services? But we do have fire service people in Ghana, no? It's we claim, sir, we have fire services, but they're not even qualified. They don't even know the proper training. They don't even know what to even do in case of these things. It starts from the bottom. We need to start educating and implementing certain measures because these lives could have been saved. A typical example, Obi pass it out to say, a common CPR. Just even give CPR to somebody, Krano. The medical school or the nurses and doctors in the they don't even teach them a mere basic CPR. Like, what's that saying?
Yeah.
It's we need to do better as a nation. We need to do better. And sometimes, Fifi, I feel it takes change, we don't need to depend on the government, right?
Okay.
So maybe a store and I'm a business. I will make sure fire extinguisher is there. It's easily accessible. I will try and find somebody who will teach somebody. We need to be held accountable, and so because if change is going to happen now, we cannot sit and let the government come and intervene and son. No, so maybe a business. I have to make sure I have fire extinguishers. I have to make sure I have proper measurements in place that will save the lives. But it's unfortunate. Maybe we need to start saying, if you should have a fire extinguisher in their homes. But again, it starts from the bottom, and we need to gradually increase some protocols in Ghana. That's it.
That's a very other of our show media we a Kofi Spotlight, Kofi Showbiz media, the problem in the piano. Exactly 2 p.m. US, which memo time, Ghana Mem, 7 p.m. up to 3 p.m. No, and yeah, the Atlanta, you know, for your some course work Ghana Memo. What's up to me? I kind of Facebook, Kofi Spotlight, YouTube, Kofi Spotlight, also, and Instagram, Kofi Spotlight, and Twitter, Kofi Spotlight, as well as TikTok, and so Kofi Spotlight. And now, if you a page so on sabetumi aka dwumadi e wo ho na bibia tumi akoy obetumi no comment ahoro e baba e be show comment no near sign radio comment no nyina e de ama na bibia tumi akoy ma men kan comment ba kuya abai or say the president is not a Muslim, just that he's from the he's a Christian but he's not a Muslim. He's from the north but not a Muslim. Okay. Or say, Emrana Kafa Lumba, you know, say, Angafi, be careful with the, it's like because it's coming too much and the court is working on it to start prosecuting without evidence. Okay, they can't, okay. That's the message by and away every could you air wall it has papa so what do I drink but also with me and I drink Ediaba yeah share at the total Ghana but and if me I think say we should look it from the bottom 10 year Obaya kind you know I think say you would do the question is you would do a saying and you see if you cry now in the first place no omo be check say if you know
Yes.
a pass say the public me atenem. How many of us, Anna, you see here, you fret the, your friend will say, how do you even call them? Is it inspectors, right? Umba inspector will say, if the grade is good, the BI okay. We don't
better inspectors.
And we have those people in, we have them in Ghana. I don't know the work they're doing.
Really?
The town planners are there. Who call TDC and also who call TMA and also who call KMA, Kumasi, Metropolitan, they all those people are there. And I'm question what kind of work do they do?
Oh, you see,
Those officers are there.
Look, our license, so nobody is valuing what he even has to offer.
But they get being paid. They get being paid. The government is paying them in the municipals.
Oh, really?
What work? Yeah. They pay them. They have all this. And but technically, no. So, call any municipal or department that look at the development of every area, the road mapping, how houses to be built and build everything. All they do is come and take the permit and then they go. What your permit now go channel? Once you process the permit, that's it. The end of the question is even you, no, let's be honest. Me, I haven't gone there to come and check my house and see, is it can you pass inspection? I don't what is Obia Cose? You may check it, before you pass inspection, say,
Ghana.
Yes.
Because
so that's
we cut corners in all these areas, you know.
It's tough, but I think that's the problem. If you be a jet to few more who be if you be a jabatum biano, and she 100% at least 50% to 60% nashi.
And that's will be a crack, actually.
And then 100% will be crack, measure the crack, no be a nashi, which is something that's been going on. I don't know what's your take.
Okay, most submissions are good, but we also say Ghana no. My partner say in terms of demarcation, say well, your lands no Ghana apart from the estate no, or more the required structure idea building no. Oko other areas are Saudi and anyhow.
No, but your department to Oko municipal, Oko department.
Yeah.
I have a friend who works with the one of the municipal almost department. They almost town and is a town and council planning. Council planning. So what is their work?
One will say Ghana will be sitting there and they are cultural produce permit.
Yes.
Okay, but you buy America, say you see down keke. And you know, won't mean go put structure be on a buyer betrothal produce permit.
No.
Say your bassy about be sit down with her. Me feature her say first now in would be me feature her. And you would to the be me found. But within If I say within 5 months, you see how far and you will review. You see houses, different house. Chroma no my almost share and say before I be sit down, as I would say to me crata.
As I said,
yes, as I would get to me crata and son was see. And I would get to me crata and so yeah. You were time I the mouth, I was so to be the weird dino. Untimi found sign kokana unjansi ho. O de won sa kokan e was say o de 3 months before my permit ni ma no e be mo say e 10 bedrooms na wusia 10 bedrooms no ye de 20 years na esi it for 20 years for pepesi e te be mo hu sa de ni na no aboabo ho entu ba ya na wo ye before then no ye twitwa ka kwan ewom ya sama instructions say oh yeah aha no o de fire hydrant be hye ho ya ye ni na de da but Ghana no e da na sisi apepe so it is a jobi kase janche e jade e accident crab it me akọ apart from somebody causing accident with me happen e happen ya Ghana e kwa be mpo na fire service for no omo ka no betimi afa akọ efie horse akọ akodum unless efie na action na waka akwa ho se ni ka akwa ho na wo kwaku manu e papa fie na chia e kwa ni wa de betimi akọ ye problem ba ko so no eno pa ho a na ma me ka bibi say fire service for no ebia no mu ni training papa ne ade omu was very good training for Ghana fire service but the problem is say omu ni akadi am de fight fire no
logistics ni ho
yes one pass and also omu ka bi ho no ma area ba ko ka ba ko pe emergency response no cry another issue and this America ya nya friend 911 pe na ya connect fire na pa na ya connect na police for the echi na fire for ban America amoba omu tuka na direct no mo dey aba because baby amoba fire place no ensuo ho no mo dey da omu du ho metimi connect car no dey ama fire extinguisher bia na say 500 bia no ma connect no mo dey dum jano ba Ghana no omu tuka ni free fire station wa afa no mu ko busuo because car is operating etunya from afa no mu betuka no e dey akotia ko pensuo enti omu kwa na bi omu ko pensuo no munya bi omu ba na ija na hye wi enti omu kwa na ye den ye tutu abo brom because omu amantem enti na za omu so ma for strategy bi o from aka no ensuo ni mo na omu ba omu du na omu twe omu ho so say dey omu dum na omu try abo nwa na ensuo ma na fe I got him abo abena amamfo akofa pure water there the breath fire for no more no mutu just omani ye zero ni na e kan we na ye empanifo a edi e man so no omo ye budget a omo ndwe fire service for who maintain say budget my kasa fiwe ya allocate skaway area for fire service department say ashaman for mu hia ebia fire cars be about 10 aban ebebram 5 this year tema committee 2 ebebram 3 ebia 10 ebebram 5 Kumase Central ebia ebebram 10 ye ni sa hye ni bi the whole Ghana 50 why we are Ghana fire service cars about 60 per end 20
as well okay ya
as the reason here of fire service car
when you say nkewa no the okay as agwa say ma dwena akoso area me wono the distance will be like from Union Hall, right? To White, maybe a Babrosa. And first, I go Westboro. I don't think there's any fire station there around. African marginal course. I haven't seen any here. I'm talking about Ghana.
So okay, America.
I'm just thinking. I'm trying to gauge. Do we have any fire station around here? No, there's none.
That is Ghana, Samra. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And just Yakayana. Sana, this long distance, because even from Afara to Afinia crime. I don't even know so they have fire station, which is a distance like from Worcester to Westboro.
Okay. You see?
Yeah, I don't see any you though, but I think after this program I'll have to check it out.
And another incident in so Ghana. One say you said there need easy emergency number. I had different say how no more 911.
I think they do now. They do. Nana will be. But the problem is that people are just calling to make fun. Now they do. They have the police. They have the fire. They have I think three short code. I've come across it. Let me check it out. I think they do. They do. They had it before.
It's supposed to be only one. It's supposed to be only one number.
When I say, I'm
not connecting to all.
No. What I'm saying is
one
that
number.
I think they have one, but it's a 3-digit number. It's a three-digit number. I know police have one, but for fire service, I'm not too sure. I have to check it out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If someone, but you lack emergency structure, emergency system, not there. A zero. And you know, Mefa Konya we so na ma we she a friend say Abusua about this year turn mama mo yako. Sad say ye ko festive season mu say na ubetimi ahwe odehye with adia a disaster nka ubetimi a prevent it enye natural cause ubetimi a prevent it enti no very sad. Beside that is no yes so you Ghana because of say the country doesn't have a very system in place for fire issues no yenye also 100% alert because we say most of the people in Ghana no omo Owusu eja ene de no aduane eno pa ho a Ghana obia sorry a no was say nra bi egu na fichire no de papa manches no de kerosene egu so no wahye oba America eni ha it is a Ghana say wonam kroma wusie wo krom bebre wus krona man pollution kwa we si we wa ha we Ghana kwa na tesa oba America ye sinwura untimi sinwura ye be free police me abechew ye put better system na matimamufo no so sebe omu hu se ye de mra na chechiro man untimi nya de ope bia akoy se ye ja obia mobia ye de ope ye shishi nwura sa and also another problem and as you see ye dan so a electrical issues na hu hia pa se o fa electrician owo nimdie e wo kwan obetimi adan I install pipelines no normal cables na shishem distant way entimi nya de enkofa nya die ma o to ne ma so enkoto Chinese brand to quality ne ma na fa fix wo dan no because Chinese for the end there allo die no wo mi eye bebre obeto power 2-3 fm per 1 year now start na na cause fire the best to quality even post obeto China for the more quality ones no more intebeni bi until just buy the quality one from the Chinese people and koto ebia keke yes I marketing we na you bet me I avoid this fire incident na unfortunate but I believe say abandon so be more many fire service for ho na equip am ye ya sanso install fire hydrant new houses so mu si wo Ghana nyina ne new lands mu twetwa na mu twetwa ka kwan run pipes throughout the whole area ni nyina no mu erect fire hydrant no even before your best start this ye see dan no was asase so tuba kwa u besi udan your fire hydrant or police for and fire for air bar for emergency mra woja eja no ho no ma den amatimi edum no tikakra amatimi aka no
but that's an issue no kwanye enough you need it is be crying issue
no kana na kama bebu sa o mention a fire
hydrant no fire
hydrant no and I may say so even if they were to start to come because I remember say I was too well if you be more to the well and sun in Suabe feel ho it's not a public water so
especially the new areas like Oko the new areas I want to go there's no even water. Some have to get borehole. So fire hydrant. That's the problem. One.
That's the question,
another thing which
Ghana water department no. Almost said yes, ensuno ako area bia a future and as a current. But they are not doing it.
No, but the problem here is they said they are not doing. The issue here is we don't even have enough water.
You enough water.
We are not able to produce enough because and so
that is the problem.
So instead of produce on side some certain areas be home and soon a new because the answer produce on and go Accra some parts and new Accra and Accra for use wage for the right. Because some parts so to know what we want to say, we don't really have a proper reservoir which we are serving like an entire greater Accra.
That is what we're supposed to do.
Young connecting all areas. That's 1. 2. Town and council planning for almost they don't do their job. That's 1. 2. The chiefs don't even allow them to do their jobs because the land Ghana and the lands I say Ghana no, it's owned by chiefs. We don't own those land by the government. So another problem. So even before a government will say Jack, the chief have already sold all the land. And now in Ghana, people build by sweats. We don't build by privilege. You understand? And the mention we go to the question is no struggle no this dance. Where is the person going to get the money crop or they got town council or say maybe we see that you only permit because they don't even have the money to do the permit. However, say the pakro na nkasa no kra no wo kansa wo de ne ko no we chese be na ma no kra o nya de aka no obi wata asase no odan ko ntumi nsi tabo pen why just no yesi so no daso so na de no obi oda container wata asase no ebi wata asase no osika because we don't have a consistent income for people. We don't have the consistent income for people. It doesn't say the consistent income in you or struggle not as message man say now what about the source of means in your copy, then whatever the person is doing now is stagnant. Getting another opportunity takes forever. So it's not only just the fire department, there are so many things that play a role in this fire hazard issue. Because the problem is say for not to assassinate into the demarcations are not there. Even and then almost to assassinate we almost at the beginning. All demarcations fine. Because that's what they have to present to lands. Almost only in area no more says because of Kolana engineer pano, no say the road between they are selling them. And because you don't live there, you don't have the actual site plan, work plan. The area is nice for you, the price is affordable, you don't have money because maybe a ton, maybe 100,000, and the idea come out over 60,000. When you go by, will you ask much questions? No. How many people ask questions? They will not ask. No matter or many say road, we're sitting down there. If you're not going to short on the sitting down the now. Today we went to a place, and the same thing, a whole main road. They built in the middle of the road.
Oh my gosh.
And now, as I'm speaking to you, they are planning to adjust. There are 3 houses. They are trying to adjust. So they because if not in the future, they have to grow because it may just be about there will not be no way to go. Meanwhile, demarcation.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So there are so many factors.
And I did back on my chipping kakran say. I was say Ghana water company no almost try to increase reservoirs because I remember say Kwame Nkrumah time no na krubia on the reservoir cause see say America say be that so America go krubia to a more reservoir cause see o ma true kru ni din e dey about me nim say Worcester dey be or about me ha say
yeah we
do baby from Gettysburg your reservoir oko Damascus for some reservoir, a tron reservoir, a tron Damascus. Probia one idea. And no ever help Emma and Sue Semino and why then I easy kakra Magana for because say you need reservoirs no that's a rely ni now pon for the whole tema. I said pon side was and son and Sue that is too much. A kind of what until you say what ponds ebia dam system and providing insurance. Temaseya is a community 1 in your reservoir. Community 2 in your dear. 3 in your dear. Na community bia enya news you. Netimia de aswom. Say the cromba crass bia. Community 1 and 2 benya 1 reservoir. And you're bad. Not 4 and 5 and you're bad. 6 and 7, 8 and 9 at least. Each community be ent mean your back cry. 1 ent means 7 just 2. Remember insure I come because insure Ghana 2 for my insure ba. 2 for my pe kakra bi insure ba. Any problem. E form na mo betu. Na mo de machine pumping machine here atu. Na pumping machine no mama ni treatment center e betwi insure na akosoro na ya reserve. Say ye hu kire ya na yakobie. Enti no so mo ye ne saa ebe ma se ochina bi eja ehye ba bia fire for no kwa easy for them to get water. Water there. Enya dey was say ye dey in Ghana. You any problem with water, you rivers, streams, every BBA you sakra ocean. In so baby on Ghana yeni. Your country is a landlord country. Landlord country, but in so easy problem. Easy. So I don't know yeah landlord country no. You find it difficult it won't you. That is the problem. Kwame Nkrumah tam ni any problem more. Sa insure seminal because not reservoirs no a year man and no Ghana most of the reservoirs no and to me I'm survival for long because man hwe and je na am can say new site omusi o Ghana in no reservoir bia from the government bebre cry pipes but insure ni wa omet me connect from the national system to it into why pipe like just one customer anya well and one pay reservoir be on top and fancy dance no supply home sure near there difficult even East Legon is so here
oh yeah so
it's no more day me mami baby me mami see the fear from chrono agona saba is so here day omo insure 24/7 adentia agona saba ewo reservoir kronim our reservoir na supply kronim as I speak to you now sa reservoir na so here adwuma into call no ma ensure only problem but over cities now a different story because you need reservoir
planning. I think most of the things will be blamed by
poor
the chiefs.
Poor planning, yeah.
I think chiefs and then the root cause of all these issues. Chiefs and then the root cause of all these issues because they have the land. America majority doesn't belong to the individual unless you have to go buy it. So they have the power. The city has the power to be able to do the demarcations there, and you have to go by that. And before the government will say Jack, no they almost have and that's where they start to sell and sasiena a year quine. Now, what be developing no affect BBC can't be
didn't know to be selling how are they capable to really sell a road a quine because shouldn't it go to lands for them to verify say a proper landmark and sana they move forward. I don't understand.
So this is what happened. Or the assassin qua so more yet market more tons as more. Majority of them, no, those people are tons as tons are road no more. They will tell us, oh, to sin in terms, then they'll give you a pressure to realize you built it. And once the person built it, and Ghana, no, we don't have that enforcement, say, at the end, and the government to come forward with a full force and destroy them. When the government come with a full force and destroy them, I had politics.
Oh.
Just like recently, Abusua dying with waterlogged. They've been telling them when the government go and break it, acquire politics. So that is also another side of the coin. So the issue of fire outbreaks and all those things, and I think the genesis is from the chiefs. If the chiefs stop selling land, start to have to team with the government and come out with a proper planning. Now, I don't think as a government and I instructed what water companies. So yeah, this is a new area. I want you guys to run pipe there. And what am I even saying? They segment, they built. They built finish, and there was no even water source. There is no
Yeah.
electricity source for them. That was a
Yeah.
whole government project.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that hold that project until when it went out of power. That's a whole
Yeah.
government project.
That's crazy.
And now,
It's
so
sad.
speaking to you, that place has turned to rubbish dump area because
Yeah.
they were not able to, because the government, they lost, and MPP came to power. MPP didn't touch it. They keep giving excuses. 8 years, nothing was done, and now the whole place is rusted.
And now Mahama too is in. Also, almost on country. They have never even
Oh,
say a
yeah.
word
And do you
about
know
the
what they're
project.
doing right now? We'll talk about it. Do you know what they're doing? They say they're going to do a solar city, that digital city, going to spend money for another project, and they are spending that over $1 million, millions of dollars, and that is going to waste. The Akufo-Addo time, Kufuor time, he decided to build low-income houses, plenty. And when he left, that thing was left down. Nobody continued. And later on, they have to sell it to Chinese. Even when Akufo-Addo came to power, the same party, instead of him to be able to see through those issues, no, he also started his own project.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's the problem we've been doing. That's our problem as Ghanaians. The leadership we have, they are not straightforward. Leaderships
We
are
have a
not
long
straightforward.
way.
We have
We
a
have a
long way to go. I
long
don't
way.
even get it.
We have a long way because
We have a
they
long
are
way to go, my
able-
dear.
the mindset, we're not there yet, and
Yeah.
I don't
And-
even know how change is going to come about. Maybe I say, honestly, we all have to be responsible for our own goods. So, okay, build if
Yeah.
Chinese need to pay out, see factory be or here, or buy another factory in your shit. Do you understand? However, or no yet the owner of this company now, or he instilled some measures in place. Say, should fire happen, you're responsible. Now be making sure the fire extinguishers, the BR check it, making sure it's up to par, regulations, check.
yet more. Is it the Kumasi one, the more?
BBC, I forgot it was an
Yeah,
Asian
Kumasi,
owned.
I said China more in Kumasi or something like that. God Ben. I don't know if me can comment here, but I'm not going to be a question. I'll say,
Yeah.
I'll say, Nkrumah, how many were they, and how many are we now? How many do we have now? I know if I'm asking you a question. I think she's asking you about the
About yeah.
The
reservoir
reservoir.
now, and who
sir.
Nkrumah building.
Ebia on tena me kasa baby ametena achimoda achimoda me or reservoir ba ko odan old town wa and na a servo both odan old town and new town and na me converse me na so agona saba na the city agona saba wo reservoir but me nim obi so kro de o de but say your reservoir ni en keepu na say ye jana sa na se ne an repair ye na be ho ba kire da achi nsuo
Yeah.
and you know say yeah.
Go ahead.
And one is that project ya chechire Ghana they started no. You be keep Maya and yes sir. Aban when starting aban we ba no wajai. Now uma good example.
It's horrible.
Even Nanado Dan Kwakufuado. About now for 8 years. O mampani ku 4 time no. And yema mampani ku 4 year 1 year we no ba wa metwa so obey na dey for.
Yeah, one just so.
Yeah,
That's
wa
so
metwa.
silly. I didn't. Why?
Ku 40
Why?
a mindset na wo ka ho asem na mama.
Mindset because
Kumasi Hospital, Afari Hospital, Kumasi, Afari Hospital, Kumasi. I say one of the big, it's a Kolebu. Kufo 1 year, Nanadu 8 good years. I don't think so now, maybe Afari.
Oh.
Come on, you. Nanadu so by no buy any day, Nidi obey no buy mini sports stadiums, Nanadu buy obey, no corner the whole 8 years.
Look at
Including Seglemia, I can't want Semia. Mahama see about 5,000 houses almost completed. Obano 8 years one to us.
Oh.
I did not cut why you see asa.
Before started Accra Kumasi Road 8 years when we Nanado by 8 years when we Accra Kumasi Road no.
That's horrible.
And you understand? Mahama and Swaba. On also say Accra Kumasi Road on to us also by any road they are called the same Kumasi now.
Do you think that people are using these, for example, Kumasi Accra Road, you say, Ujidi says so almost say you real a yesika ashe because I think they use that to budget to get the money. so and then they don't end up completing it. But then somebody needs to hold them accountable. And
Who's going to hold them
because
accountable?
the government, somebody needs to stand up. You're not
Who
there to
is
make
that
friends with
somebody? The
everybody.
question is, listen, it's the same cycle. It's the same cycle of people. So who is going to hold? All of them are part of it. When you go to Parliament right now, they have what we call ex gratia, right? They have what we call ex gratia. Ex gratia means that every 4 years, there's some type of a pensioner thing they have to give it to you. Every 4 years. They voted on it and they've been collecting. People have been there, they've been collecting and collecting and collecting and collecting. They've been taking that. Apart from that, it's the same cycle of people. The money goes round in the cycle between Omwa. Because when MPP come to power, it's the same cycle of people. When NDC come to power, it's the same cycle of people. So the question is, who are you going to question? And even in our constitution, we don't have any law that states that when a government steps down, a citizen has the right to take the government, the former president, to court for accountability. There's nothing like that. When else is set down, nobody can do that. And even the current president can never hold him or her accountable. So once he steps down, whatever he has destroyed, he destroys and leaves like that.
Hey, we need a militant.
And that's what we've been going on.
Say it again.
I said we need a militant leader. This is when something like this is
say it again.
You see, you hear Obia, excuse my language, they don't give a heck what you say. Because what is the purpose of you being an official what is the purpose? You came to be rich. Just like this woman who was found, there was like millions of dollars in her house. In her
Nothing
house.
happened.
Who does that?
Nothing happened till date. The current attorney general, there's a story that came out that they've been carrying money in Ofiora up and down in that time. Because attorney general about till date, I'm not sure how many people he has been able to prosecute us till date. They keep going and going and going. Kenoforiata is wanted and still there. And as I'm speaking to you, Abu Trigger in Ghana, FBI have come to carry him and take him there. Why can't we do the same thing and bring Kenoforiata to come question him?
Thank you.
It is because the NDC is scared that when they do this and when they go into opposition, MPP will do the same thing against them. Because both sides are corrupt. Because if you're not corrupt, what are you scared of?
They all need to be removed. That's why I applaud that young leader now. What's the country? Burkina Faso. Yeah. We need a militant leader. That's what we need in Ghana, Honor, to shake things up, to let things move, to make sure, say, those who are in power now, almost chopusikano, they all should be out. They need to be all taken down. So if they're watching and listening to this, hey, I'm saying what I gotta say because for mine, we need to do something. We need to think about the future of our children. That's and people say saying Ghana no. Do you think that our children that we're having in this country, they will ever go to Ghana to live? Yes, right now is the diaspora thing going on. But if change does not happen now, back.
There's something also that happened about this diaspora coming in this 2025, which maybe we'll talk about it another time. It was so bad that in previous years, when they get to December, they give a window for visa and arrival. This time around, they didn't do that. And they didn't put out any information out there to let people know that, hey, we've canceled that visa and arrival. So when you're coming, make sure that there's no education. 1, 2. Also, even when you need somebody to talk to at immigration concerning that as a foreigner, nobody responds. You send message, there's no 24-hour support. There's nobody. They have a WhatsApp line, nobody responded. They have a line when you call, nobody respond. And I'm like, you guys are campaigning for people to come from outside to come and invest, and you don't make the road easy for them to come in.
That's sad.
And funny enough, I happen to know the one in charge of that department. Of the not immigration, but for the diaspora. And there was a story about this very issue that I'm talking about. And I asked, have you heard about this? Or have you watched this? He said yes. And so what are you guys doing about it? Maybe it's tomorrow they will answer me.
And yes,
Not even respect you as a citizen. I will come out with a very valid concern because every season,
This is a valid
Ghana,
concern.
yeah, you have visitors from diaspora every year. Now, say you don't give people notifications. Say we are changing our directives and rules in the country. So when you are coming, make sure you get your Ghana visa before you come. Now, Manipana Babedu Airport, I've been about the TSC for visa acquisition. That's
No,
a
they will not
whole
even give you
bunch of
visa
crap.
for an arrival. Listen.
Oh, and today let's just
They will not
about
even
it.
give.
Go back to you'll go back to where you come
I don't know how they're going to handle it, but there's nothing like a visa and arrival. They will not even,
Wow.
the flight will not allow you to board.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
the airline will not even allow you to board. When we go to the airport, you go back home. So only God knows how many people that has gone to the airport that they return them back this December.
Wow.
Only God knows how many. Delta will not bring you. United will not bring you.
So it is
KLM will not bring you. Lufthansa will not bring
they
you.
have communicated to the airlines, but not individuals. No.
They've communicated with the airlines. Yep.
Yeah.
The airlines will not, because immediately the last time when they announced that there's going to be visa and arrival, it was open. It was pretty much open, and everybody heard about it. It was in the news. So why can't you guys do the same thing and put it out there? Hey, we've changed our directive. There's nothing wrong. Every country can change their directive. As I'm speaking to you, 2026, America is changing their policy when it comes to flight ticket and stuff like that. As I'm speaking to you, that's going to be the new thing now from 2026. I think it's going to start from February. They're going to bring some new charges and stuff like that. $45 for some charges coming in. And this charges is in the news. The airlines are going to charge different. It's in the news. So my question is, what do you get? You don't do the same thing, the same process that you use to announce to people that, hey, there's not going to be no more visa and arrival. Therefore, make sure that you acquire your visa ahead of time. And the funny thing, when you need a visa, it takes a longer time to get it, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you get a visa.
Yeah.
But at least December visa, all I need is my plane ticket, and I'll come to Ghana because I'll get a visa and arrival, and then I come in.
Wow.
Hey, this is just we have a long way. Kobe Manso, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way. Yes, right now, no, they're saying Africa is changing, Africa is developing, but honestly, so because it's not on mine move for like a good year, 2 years, and that's it. And maybe they're used to know it's not easily accessible. We cannot wait. The problem is we cannot wait for a catastrophe to happen. And sana. Right now, no, the catastrophes are happening. But for a foreigner to move from their country to go be citizen in Africa, no, na bibi tragic happen na. And to know the leaders really.
So as of this weekend, I went to a program which is meant for the diaspora, right? I went to a program that's meant for the diaspora, and which is called the Runway. It's about a fashion show, and there's another part which is a concert. And right after the fashion show, they announced that next year is going to be a citizen year. So anyone that want to be a citizen or those sort of stuff, that's what I think they're going to work towards that. And I'm like, hello, you have not even putting down things to be able to make sure that people that are coming in will come in as easy as they want to, so that at least, I know people are eager to become citizens of Ghana, but at the bottom line is, if the road is not rosy for them to come in, they wouldn't come. They will come and easily get fed up and go. There are people who are really, really want to come because they believe that wherever they are not receiving the comfort and the kind of rate that they want. And also the racism is just too much for them, which is understandable. Those people are there. But they remember, if you put proper policies down, that will make more people to come, more people to invest, and then you'll be able to achieve your goal.
Yes. 100%.
And come to talk of the show, that's another story.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think our time is fast spent. We'll go to Curtis here, and then also I'll take your last word, and I'll come to you, Oba, and take your last word, and we close.
Okay, my last word, me the akonya we be wish a tea for mo here, you know, happy Christmas and a happy New Year coming up, and also you know, Dr. Asanka, so no home for the best stress. He was the same person who was advocating for us to make sure we keep our health well. But unfortunately,
Doctor, he's listening. Doctor, you have questions to answer.
No. I didn't ask you. Where the speedy recovery. Mama,
You
you
get to
will
see.
see a house. Yeah, especially very important.
Doc, we wish you speedy
All right.
recovery.
The funny thing is that he advised us this weekend that, hey guys, do
Yeah.
this, do that. But the following weekend, he fell sick, admitted at hospital.
Oh.
And his advice was that be careful so that you don't get sick. Hey, things happen. That's just by the way, Doc. We wish you speedy recovery. Oba, your last word.
Yes, so I thank everybody once again for tuning in to this program. And Demekana say, Ghana is our homeland. We all need to make it better. We shouldn't wait for the government to bring change. For me, my take out on this whole thing, let's say, so Usi dying or Ghana, making sure say you have things in place for your safety, for safety reasons. Make sure you have things in place. So that's what I learned. That's my takeaway from this whole program. And again, your friend to say, Doc, we wish you speedy recovery and of course a very happy holidays to everybody that's tuning in. I'm also a realtor here in Massachusetts as well as Rhode Island. So if somebody is out there looking for a property to buy, an investment property, so forth, they should reach out to me. Or if you are, hearing about all these tragic things that is happening to your loved ones, whether here or in Ghana, you want to talk about, life insurance policies, financial stability, etc., you can definitely reach out to me. And Fifi, thank you so much. It's always an honor to be on this platform as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I wish I had a money say. Some say I'm bringing more that Jerry when you're planning your credit with the bread 84. One more share so you say that was some money why you knew one of my media to me pay you. Say the American be and commandeer you didn't know did when intimate with them comments are running in idea by the media and Kofi Spotlight YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, tweet, and also an if you had a page was a bit me about also maybe next week also about the YouTube channel. You can stream at the same time, the same show on your channel, and then it goes on everything on your channel, just like you're streaming, you're daily streaming, and if that's what he does anyway.
You have to show me how to do it. Yeah.
Oh, and then it's very easy. It's a couple of steps. We for some of my kind of weapons. I mean, sure. So, me catch up with the piano. So, now go point, me, Preda, ya cram.